The way that customers are finding your business are changing, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly how you can get recommended by LLMs like ChatGPT, Perplexity and Grok. So traditionally the way that people would come across your business would they would go onto Google, they would search a query, and if you're ranking well on Google you come up on the first page. That's changing nowadays. People are going to these AI chatbots and chat models and they're asking questions, and that's how they're getting recommended and cited and sent links to go to your business. So how do you come up on these LLMs? Well, first we need to look at how exactly do they decide when to mention a brand. So the first thing to know about these LLMs is all they do is aggregate content. So whereas a user, if you go on Google and you do a search, you will look through the first maybe 1 to 5 links and you will aggregate all that content in your mind and you'll make a decision. So if you search, what's the best dog food for my dog? You'll go on Google, you'll click the first few results, you'll read all the content, you'll aggregate it in your head subconsciously, and then you'll make a buying decision on what one you want to go with. AI does the exact same thing as that, but it will read a lot more results, it will look at a lot more places on the web, and it will again aggregate the content and give you the answers. So how do we get our business to be recommended by AI? Well, there's no easy way to do it if you're doing it manually, because what you need to do is syndicate your content. You need to have content in lots of different places with lots of different targeted keywords, and that means AI has a higher chance when someone queries something and it searches through, it's got a higher chance of finding your business. Because what it's going to do is it's going to look at a range of factors like how well you do rank on Google, how well your backlinks perform if you have a lot of backlinks, your domain authority. All these different things are taken into account the same way that Google does, but with AI it's a quantity game, not necessarily a quality game, a quantity game. Whereas on Google it's traditionally been a quality over quantity game. So how can we do it manually? Well, it's all about keyword research and targeting those specific keywords that people are likely to be querying AI. So something like if we're a dog food brand, we want to be querying things like best dog foods for X dog, best dog foods 2025, things like that. And we can do that manually. There are tools like Ahrefs, SEMrush. The problem is they're very expensive. So you're more likely to just want to go to AI and ask ChatGPT to find me X keywords that will help me rank. And the reason that's not going to work is that answer you're giving is not live SERP data. It's not live and up-to-date data on what keywords your competitors are ranking well for and what ones you're not. So what's the solution to this? Because writing a piece of content every single day is going to be extremely time consuming. It's expensive to find keywords. So the solution is quite simple. There's a tool called Never Drafts. You connect your site to it. It will automatically analyze your competitors. It will find keywords that they rank well for that you're not ranking well for, and then it will plan content for that accordingly, and it will auto-publish it. So we're going to go in and have a look right now, and I'm going to set up a brand new account, and we're going to do that. So the first thing we'll do here is we'll put in our website. So for this, we're going to use this website, shortspro.co, and it's an AI video creator, and Never Drafts will automatically analyze that, find the business details, target audience, things like that. You can change all that if you want. So what are some competitors for this? Well, there's one, baseless.video, and there's another called autoshorts.ai. If you don't know this, it's fine. It will find them for you. And there's another called revid.ai, and we'll complete that setup. And the reason it's helpful to tell the AI what your competitors are is because then it can go ahead and start analyzing their keywords. So when we come on to generate keywords here, the first thing we can see is we can do it off our target audience, our competitors, or both. And for the best results, we're going to go with both. And what this is going to do is it's going to get the live SERP data for all of the competitors as well as ourselves. And it will then compare between them all and find keywords based on our domain ranking and our domain authority that we're likely to be able to rank for with specific targeted content. So it won't pick things that are super difficult, and it won't pick things that are too easy based on how good our domain authority is so far. As that increases, so will the complexity of the domains. So that will just continue searching there, and it will just take 30 seconds or so. And after 30 seconds or so, you can see that NeverDrafts has now generated a bunch of different keywords. You can see quite a lot of these ones are hard, and that's just because the domain authority of Shorts Pro is already extremely high. So it's able to target these really hard keywords with really high volume. If you're just starting out, you're likely to be given a lot easier keywords, things that maybe have search volume of anything from 500 to 5,000 searches a month. And once you start getting more traffic, getting more volume, then you can go ahead and it will start to give you harder keywords to rank for. So what does it do next? How does it actually automate this process? So you can see here we do have an auto mode, and that will integrate with a bunch of these web blogging platforms, WordPress, Webflow, Framer, Notion, and even an API if you're using a custom solution. And what this will do is every single day, it will create a keyword. It will create a blog fully optimized for that keyword. And you can actually see an easy case study example on their homepage. Right here. So you've got 10 best AI video generation tools for 2025. This was fully generated by AI and auto posted to the Shorts Pro blog. And you can see it injects all sorts of things like screenshots of the competitors it's talking about, links, all these sorts of things. And where it really stands out above others is this thing here with its internal linking and its backlink exchange. And backlinks on their own can cost over $100 a month. And on this tool, you can opt in to the backlink network. And that means that when you create a blog and someone else on NeverDrafts is creating a blog, and there's some form of mutual benefit crossover between the two of you, you'll exchange a backlink injected into each of your blogs, and that means you're both going to benefit from that. And there's really no reason not to do it, because it only is going to increase your chances of building a higher domain authority, ranking well on Google, and in turn ranking well with ChatGPT and other LLMs. And it's super easy to get started, as I've shown you. And yeah, we've got plenty of users now on it. This is our own SEO growth tool that we're using. We're building it for ourselves to grow ourselves, and in turn that has attracted a lot of attention from other businesses that want to also grow their SEO. And GEO, which is what we've discussed here, which is our generative AI optimization, which is what we've just shown how to rank for now. So hopefully content every single day, posting for these keywords, you will eventually get picked up by these LLMs and recommended by them, and you won't get left behind by only being visible on Google to your users.